What's up, guys? We're back again for another Marvel Puzzle Quest video. Alright, I might have messed that intro up, whatever. I want to get this off my chest. Okay, nobody voted for him. He's a cool character. They gave us, like, I don't know what style of Silver Samurai this is. Nobody voted for him. They didn't show the polls. They didn't show what characters were winning in the votes. They didn't show how many votes each character had at the end. They just said we voted for him, like the communities, like Marvel Puzzle Quest's live Facebook community. I know like 90% of them didn't even vote for it. There's other communities that I know didn't vote for it, like the majority of them, stuff like that. I just, like, I'm not speaking for them. I just, you know, from what I've seen and what I've, like, the complaints and stuff that I've seen, nobody voted for Silver Samurai. There was so many other cool characters on that list of characters we were able to vote for. Like, nobody voted for him. That's all I gotta say. There's no way we can prove that nobody voted for him, but the amount of complaints that they're getting as soon as they dropped him and said we voted for him is ridiculous. And that's just, you know, quotation marks, you know, floating quotation marks, proof that we voted for him, right? That's just saying, hey, haha, you guys can't prove anything. You guys voted for him. Here he is. Cool character. And I'm not bagging on the character. He's awesome. Love this character. But, like, nobody voted for him. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to sound like a jackass, right? But nobody voted for him. Simple as that. All right, let's get into it. I don't even know what this character does. And remember, I didn't say I hate the character. I just said nobody voted for him for the millionth time. So Silver Samurai, Kunoichio Harada. My Mexican, my Spanish, my inner Spanish came out. I tried to pronounce it in Spanish. Kunoichio Harada. There we go. 4-star rarity, affiliation, villains, mutants, mercenaries. So the strongest colors are, okay, so each of these basically, you know, 70, 270, 370. So strongest colors are red, yellow, then black. At least they gave him the color palette he deserved. I would say instead of red, give him like blue, right? Give him blue instead of red. Make it a stun, but who knows? All right, so Tachyon blade, 7 red AP. Silver Samurai swings his Tachyon charged blade at his target, cutting through their attacks and defenses, deals 222 damage to the target and destroys a selected column. Awesome. Plus 56 damage for each enemy special tile destroyed. Okay, so you're destroying matched. Remember, Polaris says match or destroy, and I think she says match or destroy, right? So you get her ability pop off. So this is really good. Polaris doesn't use red, he uses red. This is a good sign already for 4-star land players. You could use something different, you know. Polaris, Rocket and Groot, Silver Samurai. I'm already liking it. I'm already liking the ability, right? Selected tile, destroyed. You deal extra damage for each destroyed. On top of that, you can cascade, or not cascade, the damage stacks as soon as Polaris pops, right? Okay, so destroyed tiles do not deal damage or generate AP. That's fine. Alright, so passive. Alright, passive, excuse me. Silver Samurai ignores damage reduction from enemy projectiles. So, ignoring projectiles, love it. Damage reduction. I literally use that word all the time. So, 270, you're dealing 433 to the single target at, okay, 270, and then 108 per tile. Right? Deals 222 damage to the target. Okay, so 370, that's max champ. 892, 223. That's not bad. That can, yeah, that's not bad. The cascades. Okay, so level 3 to level 5. Level 3 deal. Let's see. You deal 866 single target damage, and then 188 per sap tile destroyed. Wait, oh, enemy special tile. It doesn't specify sap tile. So abyss tile, actually, I wonder if abyss tile would count as enemy tile if you're not using your own chasm. I mean, charge, abyss, web tiles don't really count. But, so sap, repeater, countdown. Makes sense. That's 5 tiles. Okay, so level 4, 1,481 damage, single target damage, and 324. 3,000. Imagine. Whew. 324 damage per special tile per ST. Level 5, 2,741. And remember, I like this is like I guess you guys can ignore the damage output for the single target damage, and I guess the special tile damage as well, because you're gonna want you're wanting to use this with Polaris on potentially a lot of the enemy's tiles or a lot of your tiles to create more tiles with Polaris. And they could rework or change any any of these abilities, all 3 of them. They could rework them, they could reword them as well, meaning this one, upon release, assuming they watch this video and they see that Polaris works well with this character, they might change it, who knows. But right now the wording specifies that it does pop off with Polaris's abilities, so really good ability. I'd put this one at 5 if you're using her with Polaris in 4-star land, which is not a bad thing. Let's go back up to, let's see. So health wise, 17,000 health for 270 base champ level, which is really good. If you're, he could tank over Polaris, hopefully. I mean, probably not going to tank her blue or green, but every other color, yeah. But I would say Tachyon Blade at 5, Polaris easy. Rocket and Groot, you instantly get more strike tiles. You can win in like 5 turns. Cascades, who knows, right? All right, so we have Warrior for Hire, 4 yellow AP. This is looking pretty crazy already, just from the 4 yellow AP. Let's see. He moves to the front, converting. Okay, so protect anyone for the right price. He moves to the front, converting a random tile. Converting, meaning it doesn't work with Polaris, obviously. That's the key character we're going to be going along with for now. Prioritizing enemy strike, attack, protect tile. So prioritizing enemy sap tiles into a 2-turn countdown tile, targeting excuse me, countdown tile targeting a selected ally. While on the board, this tile increases Silver Samurai's chance to block damage by 10%. And anytime the protected ally would take damage, Silver Samurai jumps to the front, taking the damage instead. Okay, Moondragon. So if the enemy team is using an ability that stuns and deals damage at the same time, right? Or let's say stuns and then deals damage, and you have Moondragon in the front of the front line, they probably will stun Moondragon, and then Silver Samurai will jump in the front with this tile on the board, since the damage is going to come afterwards, right? And he's going to tank the damage. But if you deal damage first, if the ability says deal damage then stun, like you have to look at the wording. Then Silver Samurai will jump to the front, tank the damage, and get stunned. Therefore, Moondragon will still go to the back. And remember, Moondragon's like a really annoying threat. For those of you who haven't been playing the game since day 1, or year 2, whatnot, 2-star Hawkeye had the same ability. Any damage dealt, he would just jump to the back of the team, and you wouldn't be able to down him. And people would just use his, I think it was his purple ability, I'm not sure, but this ability's, Polaris, Moon Dragon are going to pair really well with Silver Samurai. So this just complements Moon Dragon really, really well. So let's see. Jumps to the front, takes damage instead. Okay, so they're just making Moon Dragon even more broken than what she already is. She's even more busted in 5-star line as well, like maybe around level 300. It's not that difficult to get. Okay, so passive. Teleportation. Rin's passive is unlocked. Teleportation... Ring, is that ring? Because this was okay. So passive teleportation Rins, and then this one says teleportation ring, and it does have a path. Okay, so teleportation rings, passive is unlocked. Yeah, they're missing a letter. Okay, so 270 not available, 370 not available. So the passive unlocks teleportation rings, passive. So level 3, chance to block 20%. 270, 370, level 4, 25%. Okay, so 4 countdown tile and increases block chance by 25. And then level 5, 5 turn countdown tile and increases block chance by 35%. So either way, Moon Dragon's gonna jump to the back if she's like, you know, gonna take damage or whatnot, like really annoying. So having this at 5, if you do pair him with Moon Dragon, I would say that's going to be annoying, right? It's going to be very annoying. But for now, I'm going to say put it at 3. I don't really know. I mean, if you're pairing him with Polaris and I mean, I guess at 5, right? You want her to stay alive. Usually, you know, 4-star land players have their Polaris at like 444 or something like that, the build. So this right here says he moves to the front. Let's see, is that right price? Let's see. He moves to the front, converting a random tile. Moves to the front, converting a random tile. Prioritizing enemy sap tiles into a tier. Okay, so if it is your sap tiles, it'll convert it, right? It doesn't specify that it doesn't. So Polar, I guess 553 Polaris, but we have to see what the black ability does. So 7 black AP, Silver Samurai isn't above using dishonorable tactics to gain an advantage in combat. He prepares to evade, avoiding the next damage he would take. The next time Silver Samurai would evade or block damage, his counterattack deals 20% increased damage and steals 1 red AP. Okay, so 5. Is it a 355? Okay, so the red ability, Tachyon Blade, at level 3, you still destroy the selected row. So I'm assuming you're gonna want him to tank over Polaris, so 355 maybe. I mean, this is very tricky. Okay, so the passive Silver Samurai has a 15% chance to block his enemy's strikes, taking only 45% of the damage. Does this count towards the enemy team's Polaris is passive? I wonder. Whenever Silver Samurai evades or blocks damage, he counterattacks, dealing 93 damage to the target. 270 you deal 180, 370, 372. Level 3 to level 5 is active counterattack. Attack deals 50% increased damage. Counter attack deals 186 damage. Blocking takes 35% of the damage. So you deal 50, you deal 186 counter. So active 50, counter 186. You tank 35% of the damage. Okay, so 270, 370, 360, 744. Level 4 steals 2 red AP. Counterattack. So the active doesn't change from 50%, but it does increase by 2 red AP that you're stealing. And it's a black ability too. This is how most abilities should be in the game. Different color to steal a different color. Not the same one, which is, you know, some characters we don't mention that have that ability that are trash. Let's see. So 2 red AP. Counterattack deals 279 damage, 25% chance to block. Okay. Level 5. I'm probably missing something in this character's kit. Level 5. Active counter attack deals 100%. Oh my god. 100% increased damage. Okay, that's pretty nice. Let's not get too excited here because we don't know how much the damage is going to be, and we know it's not going to be crazy. It's a 4-star character. Counter damage or counter attack deals 419 damage. 30% chance to block. 30% chance to block, taking 30% of the damage. So the only reason I would have this at 5, oh, actually not even 5, because at 4 and 5, it steals 2 red AP. So, and then let's see, counter attack deals 279. Counter attack deals 419. Not that much more damage, and then chance to block. 25% chance to block, and then 30. Okay, so 5% chance to block increase, like 100 and something damage increase for that, and then the 2 red AP, and then the active counter attack is 100%. So maybe that's the only reason you would want it at 5. But like I said, we're gonna have to play test. I don't know. But it seems like this is a level 4 ability because you just want the steal 2 red AP, right? Let's see. He prepares to evade, avoiding the next attack, the next damage he would take. The next time Silver Samurai would evade or block damage. His counter attack deals 20% increased damage and steals 1 red AP. His counter attack deals 20% increased damage and steals 1 red AP. So counter attack, active counter attack 100%. And then level 4, level 3 and level 4, the active is 50%. So level 4, level 5, that's what this one is. Just because of 2 red AP stealing, and that one's only 7 as well. It makes it a 5 AP costing ability, even if you match red, or if you match. So if you're going for just black matches, activated at level 5, you're gonna get the 2 red AP, right? Making this a, if you use boosts, making it a 1 match, 3 red match costing ability. So it makes it actually effective. Like you could activate it 3 or 4 times in a game if that's the case. So, and then this one, Warrior for Hire, I'm liking 535, right? Just because black teleportation ring complements Tachyon Blade really well. I'm looking at 535 best build. This one says not available, right? So let's see. This one is basically like a lesser version of Moondragon's, just her and itself, where she jumps to the back, but he jumps to the front. Let's see. Prioritizing enemy strike, attack, or projectile. So you basically, enemy sap tiles and your sap tiles can get converted. You create a 2-turn countdown tile, basically, while on this board, or while on the board, this tile increases Silver Samurai's chance to block damage by 10%. So at level 5, you have a 35% chance. I would say if it was like a 90, it says like, this is what I would have done, right? Level 3, I would have been 35%. Level 4 would have been 65%. And level 5 would have been like 90% chance to block. But the percentage, if it's like, this is going to be weird to say, but it says 35% at level 5. Why would you have, like, would it be guaranteed? Like, he jumps to the front, right? Like, he automatically jumps to the front, and then the 35% damage. Like, he'll still take the damage if he jumps to the front. And then he has 35% chance to block the damage in total. Right, if that's how it really works. But I would say 5-3-5 best build. I'm keeping this at 3 with 20% chance because you're not, like, 90% of you guys are going to be using him with Jane Foster, Polaris, Polaris, Rocket, and Groot. Just Polaris and Silver Samurai alone will work because his red ability, you get to choose the row, the column, right? You get to choose a column, whatever. And he's going to be using 3 different colors that Polaris doesn't use. So he's going to be using black active, he's going to be using red active, and Polaris is going to be using, you know, her blue for stun, which he doesn't use blue, which is amazing. And then she uses her purple and green. He doesn't have purple or green. So that's like the whole you know, color of the rainbow right there. Like, it's perfect. So 5-3-5 best build. I'm going with that. Let me know if I'm wrong. I mean, who knows? I probably am. But from what I'm looking at, 5-3-5. I wouldn't go as far as to, like, I would go as far as to say 4 red, 5 yellow, 4 black. Right? Because remember, black ability, you're really only going to be generating the 2 AP, and the counter attack is 50%. From level 3 to level 4, it doesn't change. But 5-3-5 best build or 4-5-4. You know, let me know what you guys think. And yet again, nobody voted for this character, but I'm happy that they made the character the way he is. Very playable. I hope to see a lot of Silver Samurai in 4-star land because he complements Polaris well. Complements himself well. He can tank for Polaris. That means less health packs you have to use for Polaris. He has high health. Well-rounded character. All 3 of his abilities are good. And I like the character. Let me know what you guys think. That's it for this one, guys. As always, catch you guys in the next one.